Countdown clock is in for the afternoon's 13th race. Joe O'Brien Memorial 2-year-old colts for $14,400 in the grassroots division. Field of 7. They're lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to Vance Cameron.
Roll with the Warden, the Sun and Moon, Bet on Evils, and Day is Moonshine, a Woodmere Bullet, Goose Commander, Cattle Call, top of the stretch. Thirteenth race approaching a start. And they're under a starter's recall. Race number 13. Under a starter's recall, the pari-mutuel windows, they remain open and selling for some last-minute 13th race selections. Starter's recall charge to number 2, the Sun and Moon, for interference on 3, Bet on Evil.
The afternoon's 13th race, take 2. They're approaching the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Roll with the Warden, the Sun and Moon, Bet on Evils, and Day is Moonshine, a Woodmere Bullet, Goose Commander, Cattle Call. These are 2-year-old facing colts in geldings, grassroots division of the Joe O'Brien Memorial Stake. They're in the 13th, top of the stretch. Approaching a start. Green light go this time. Off and pacing. Goose Commander, Bet on Evil, and a roll with the Warden along the rail. Then it's the Sun and Moon, the 4th one around the turn, to get away 5th on the rail. That'll be Woodmere Bullet. Then the 6th one at the 8th pole, and get set to turn to the backstretch. And Day is Moonshine on the outside 7th is Cattle Call. So the quarter pole bound, the post-time favorite on the engine. Roll with the Warden for Corey McPherson. Bet on Evil set up for for the two-hole ride. The Sun and Moon, the long shot's third. All alone in fourth is Goose Commander. Fifth one is Woodmere Bullet. Then Zendaya's Moonshine and Cattle Call. 30 and 2 was the front quarter. Rounding the paddock turn in straight alignment. On the point, Roll with the Warden. It's the fraction setter. Bet on Evil comes out of the turn second. Racing third, the Sun and Moon. Then the fourth one is Goose Commander. Racing from fifth is Woodmere Bullet. At the rail is Zendaya's Moonshine, and on the outside seventh, Cattle Call. They're halfway home with Roll with the Warden, the midway point leader in 1 minute and 4. 30 and 2 consecutive splits, and he's open now by almost 4. Roll with the Warden going to 3/4. Bet on Evil is second. On the outside third, the Sun and Moon. Goose Commander fourth. Racing fifth is Woodmere Bullet. Up six is Cattle Call. And the trailer, Zendaya's Moonshine by the 3/4. Roll with the Warden clear by a half a dozen here in the late going. 3/4 went 1:29 and 4. 29 flat in the third. And it's all Roll with the Warden and McPherson headed down the home stretch. Battle on for the deuce. That is Bet on Evil between horses the Sun and Moon. Roll with the Warden romps for Corey McPherson in the Joe O'Brien. Second, that'll go to Bet on Evil. Rallying third was Woodmere Bullet. 1:59. Flat.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for the afternoon's 13th race. Roll with the Warden goes right down the road today. Corey McPherson doubles up in the bike. 30 and 2 to the quarter, 1:04 to the half, 1:29 and 4 to 3/4. Here is the slow-mo replay by Universum. Great shot here of Roll with the Warden getting his third lifetime win here. 1:59 flat for Corey McPherson. In for second is the 3, Bet on Evil. Woodmere Bullet up there for third, so it's 1-3-5 unofficially. In the 13th, we'll see Roll with the Warden and Corey McPherson in the Woodmere Standardbreds Winner's Circle next.
Roll with the Wardens going to the Woodmere Standardbreds Winner's Circle here in the 13th. By pacing gelding 2, the son of Roll with it, Harry off the Alley's Western Dam, Warden Woody. Owned by Elmer Folland and Tara Baird. Elmer is the breeder. Corey McPherson training and driving. Corey's second driving victory today for the double. The mile was a right to his record of 1:59. Roll with the Warden in the Joe O'Brien Memorial Stake at Summerside with the Winner's Circle cooler presentation.